The function. It has the ability to take a set from good to great, but it also can sometimes ruin a set. However, today, we're coming back from the dead to take a look at the best of the best functions. Hey guys, Hfmasters here, and today we're counting down the top 5 functions. Up first is the Boulder Blaster. Now this is the most basic function on this list, being essentially a brick-built 6-stud shooter, but I would be remiss if I did not at least mention this thing because this really is a prime example of a set being made by the function. It's very obvious that the designer knew what they wanted to do with this set here, and they did a really good job executing it, but obviously since this is a more basic function, I'm just going to be putting this at the bottom. The final flight of the Destiny's Bounty as is a pretty cool set, but when you get into the functions, that's where it really shines. Yeah, you have the stud shooters and the lifting sails and all that, but what we're really talking about here is that engine rotating function. This thing is really well done. The way the thrusters rotate backwards, but then rotate back forward into place, it's just so good and so well done. And it's another prime example of some great design work by LEGO and an overall really solid function. Alright, so imagine you're a snake and you're just minding your own business and you're just chilling, and then you see Jay pulling up out of nowhere in this jet. But it's all good, it's just a jet, nothing special about it, then BAM! Oh my god, it transforms into this giant little flying sword thing, sending Kai fighters everywhere into hiding because this function is just so much better. Hopefully when they remake this set they'll be able to preserve the function, or even make the function better than it already was. Temple of Resurrection at first glance isn't really anything particularly special, but when you get into the function it's almost unmatched. There is a lever on the back which allows the roof to collapse in, and it changes the entire dynamic of the set. The rock parts on the bottom can also be adjusted to change the look even more if you want, which is a pretty nice little added detail. But overall, this function is one of the most unique functions I've seen LEGO attempt in a very long time for Ninjago, and I think it pays off extremely well. The Fire Temple was the first Ninjago set to really be completely designed around the function. It's built from the ground up in 2 halves, and the reason for this is because when you take the Sword of Fire from the front, the entire temple splits into half. The function is so well done, and it correlates perfectly with the show because essentially what happens is when you try to take the golden weapon, you awaken the guardian, being the dragon. This function also has no effect on the appearance of the temple or the stability. You could completely ignore the function if you wanted to, and it would make 0 effects on the actual experience with the Fire Temple as a display piece or a play set. Overall, the function is just extremely well done and the best function out of any Ninjago set in my opinion. But that was our list. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your own list and some video suggestions in the comment section below. But until next time, this is Hfmasters saying goodbye.